Aries. Aries is the sign of ego, the whole gamut of ego games coming under this sign, from temper tantrums to feigned passivity. This native is likely to be assertive, first in line, and may become angry if told he has to wait. He could be hot-headed and prone to argumentation. Give him just recognition for achievement and right action, but bragging is to be discouraged. He needs room to roam, but then again, fences might be a good idea. Toddler Arians especially can burst through the door before you know what happened. We all have to learn to respect necessary limitations, and Arian natives are no exception. Flaunting the rules amounts to arrogance, a misuse of Arian energy. Because they are so energetic, Arian natives often excel at sports. Even as a younger elementary student, this native may enjoy disciplined physical activity such as ballet, gymnastics, and/or martial arts. Arian babies benefit by lots of room in which to creep and crawl. If the native was born under a milder sun sign, this lunar position would give him an underlying forcefulness. This native could be impulsively direct when relating to others, and may act without considering the consequences of his actions. Emotionally, he tends to see things from a self-centered perspective, and is likely to take the reactions of others personally. Aries may have a short fuse, and you may need to exercise great patience in helping him control his fiery temper. Consider sports to help him channel abundant energy and to exercise the need to be self-assertive. Aries Rising. Natives with Aries Rising are prone to be bold and impulsive. This native needs opportunities to take the initiative, as well as patient parents to teach him to look before he leaps. This native likely has a strong personality, but others may see him as somewhat self-centered and possibly arrogant. He could appear to be self-enterprising, single-minded, and daring, a leader. If he receives the necessary education, he might grow up to be a pioneer in his field. The sign ruling the ascendant is said to rule the chart. Mars rules Aries. Study Mars's and the Sun's sign, house position, and aspects as well. They will reveal much about your native's emerging personality. If Mars or the Sun are in fire signs, this native is likely to be active, yet possibly quite demanding in his approach to life. Mars or the Sun in an earth sign is a stabilizing influence. He strives forward determinedly. If Mars or the Sun are in water signs, he could be touchy and defensive. He needs to learn not to take himself so seriously. When Mars or the Sun are in air signs, the native is apt to be quite sociable. If the rest of the chart depicts a more passive personality, seek ways to bring out his native self-reliance by building in him self-confidence and a healthy self-esteem. He learns by making choices. Moon in Aries. Moon in Aries is always making choices. In essence, he is deciding, which me do I want to be? Sometimes he has to see his way through a host of charades. He learns best by direct experience. Be consistent in teaching him the consequences of wrong action as well as the rewards of deeds well done. He may perceive his mother as dynamic. Perhaps she encourages him to be independent. If afflicted, he may perceive her as impatient, overbearing, and angry. Mercury in Aries. Mercury in Aries typically has a sharp tongue and a quick wit. He speaks first and then he thinks about it. He is direct, simple, and to the point. An independent thinker, you may find this native would rather speak than listen. Make no place for argumentation in your household. This native may shoot back an answer for everything and may need practice biting his tongue. Then again, he could be a perfect candidate for the debate club. He is apt to be quite impulsive when it comes to communicating and often packs plenty of force behind his words. At school, he does his best work when the material is challenging. Venus in Aries. Shy flowers, stand back. This native is apt to be independent and single-minded, demonstrative and outgoing. Quick to start up a friendship, this native may not find it so easy to settle into one. Lessons and give and take with school chums prepare him for more serious relationships later on. At best, this native is happy and friendly, but watch out for a self-centered attitude that is demanding or says, me first. Mars in Aries. Mars in Aries is self-gratification. While it's great to be a self-starter, this native must learn to respect the wishes of others. Especially if he has other planets and fire signs, he may have to curb a me-first approach by learning to be more sensitive to other people's feelings. He may have blind courage and sheer guts, but watch out for any tendency to be daring to the point of foolishness. His greatest need could be to acquire patience and self-control. Aries is the sign of ego, the whole gamut of ego games coming under this sign, from temper tantrums to feigned passivity. He could have a hot temper, but generally doesn't hold on to grudges. Be patient with this native. The more positive his sense of self, the more successful he is likely to be in expressing Aryan leadership and initiative rather than Martian anger and aggression. Teach this native to be true to his real me. The Mars and Aries native enjoys sharpening his skills in competition. He jumps into competitive learning games. Sports help let out some of the steam of this fiery, abundant energy. He might especially like athletics that are competitive, like racing. Machinery, go-karts, and cars may appeal to him. The plus of this placement is self-motivated enterprise and an ability to forgive easily and move on. The negative is pride and conceit, and an I'm going to do what I want to do anyway kind of arrogance. He has plenty of enthusiasm and creativity, but needs direction. He is quick to begin, but generally needs help completing his tasks.
Are you usually alone or with the wrong one on your birthday, Valentine's Day, Thanksgiving, or Christmas? Do you wonder if that will ever change? Will you find true lasting love and fulfillment? Our trusted and accurate psychic readers will give you insights to this and more. Stop wasting time. Your future starts now. Phone 1-800-498-8777 or online at absolutelypsychic.com.